Hey, this is Tim Devine with Ospey Trail Motor Sales, here to give you another automotive tip. Today we're going to talk about keeping your fuel tank at least halfway full or keeping it full. And the reason for that, I've mentioned this to people over the years, and they sometimes look at me like I've got three heads. And it's amazing how many people will run their vehicle all the way down to E, or they'll be at a quarter of a tank and they'll put a little in and they'll kind of continue to run it below half a tank, and that's really a bad thing, especially in the wintertime, and I'm going to explain why. So mainly talking about condensation. So think about this. If you've got a fuel tank that's a 20-gallon tank, and usually they're plastic, right? They used to be steel years ago, but most fuel tanks are plastic now. And so what happens is when you run that fuel down below half, say you run it down to a quarter, you've got all that empty space on that plastic tank. And what happens, it's the same thing as your windshield at night when you get condensation. You go out in the morning and there's water on your windshield. Well, it's the same thing on the inside of your tank. And so picture a tank that's half full or less, and that happens one day, and then it happens the next day. Let's say 7 days of condensation in your fuel that, with that tank really low on fuel, right? That water adds up, and that water that turns into water mixing in with your gas, and it really does a number on your car, on the fuel injection, on the performance of the vehicle, on other parts, your spark plugs, your injectors, your overall internal engine. So the thing to do is, if you can, run your tank at no less than a half a tank. Run your car at no less than a half a tank at all times. Try to keep it full. Try to keep it like 3/4 or above, because what happens is when that fuel tank's full, there's no room for condensation. So something to think about. You may have never heard this talked about before in your life. Well, now you have, and it does make a difference, and it will definitely help with the longevity of your vehicle. So any other questions that I've maybe stirred up from this, certainly reach out. We give information and advice out for free. Join us on our Facebook page, Ospey Trail Motor Sales, or go to our website, otmotorsales.com. We're in Gorham, Maine. Happy to help with any of your automotive needs in any way. Thank you.